Hello, my name's Clayton. I'm a Senior Product Manager here at Access. Access Rio Observations allows healthcare professionals to track physical and therapeutic patient observation data at the point of care, and it flows directly back into Rio. Some of the problems around patient observations is there's lots of paper documentation that then takes time to be entered back into your clinical system. Access Rio Observations allows us to track all that data in real time, flow it back to Rio. There's no additional keying needed. Other challenges around patient observations with therapeutics is, again, there's lots of paperwork that's involved with this, but also it tends to be used as like a school register, for want of a better term. Where we're going with therapeutics is that we're creating structured data that allows people to get a better insight into that patient's care and how they're responding to it. Access Rio Observation Physical Observations allows the users to get a real-time insight into the patient's care. By using Use2School and charting, they're able to see at a glance the patient's progress with their treatment. Users with Access Rio Observations in the therapeutic module can track to each granular level that they want to look at. If, for example, they wanted to track the sleeping positions of the patient, there could be one tile for sleeping on their left, another tile for sleeping on their right. It's entirely in the hands of the wards and the users how they want to track these observations. Observation handover is enabled through the history that's taken on board with the app. You can see either through the physical observation charting that's available that shows the progress of that patient's care, if it's deteriorating or improving. And additionally, with the new observation frequency engine that we have on board, you can see which observations have been missed and if there's been any increased signs of risk to that patient. With the onboard history, the ward has also got a better view of that patient's care all the way through. That's not just through handover, but that's from all of the minute-by-minute care that's been administered to that patient. With Access Rio Observations, you're able to track early warning scores such as News2. When the user goes to create an observation for a patient, they can see the chart at the start of the observation. That gives them context to see that patient's condition. They can then enter in the form that's been set up for that particular ward. One ward may want to start tracking additional blood glucose, for example. Then, at the end of that observation, before they submit, they're presented with a summary. That summary shows if that patient's News2 score is going up or down. They can see that chart in. That is then fed back into Rio with no additional rekeying. Access Rio Observations allows better utilisation of staff so that they're able to carry out other tasks. They're not trapped doing menial data entry. They can be more focused on care. There's less time looking at all different paper forms when they can just be treating the patients in the way that they want to treat those patients. With Access Rio Observations, we're banishing paper. No more dodgy handwriting. You can see straight away on the device what's happened to that patient, when it's happened to that patient, what care is needed, all the tasks that are needed for that patient. It's all there. You get a patient profile view of what you need to do for that patient and when. We've worked with users directly. We didn't want to have a conversation with them at 18 months' time and go, why did you put that button there? The whole interface has been designed with users, giving us direct input into what goes where. It's crucial for us that it was a really simple, intuitive interface. We wanted to make sure that our users had as much head-up time. They shouldn't be fighting software, and that's exactly what we've delivered with Access Rio Observations. With Access Rio Observations, we've tried to recreate a digital clipboard. We know that Netflix doesn't come with a user manual, so a patient observation app doesn't need to come with a user manual. So we've gone out of our way to make sure that the user interface is simple, intuitive, slick and free-flowing. Whether that's offline or online, it all flows. Additional benefits of direct integration into Rio. You can use Rio to fine-tune the forms that you want to create and use on those wards. But additionally, all that data flows back into Rio. Soon as that device is back online, then that data syncs right into Rio. There's no double keying needed for those observations. There's no understanding or misunderstanding difficult handwriting on a ward. It just flows through. Access Rio Observations is built around offline working. We know that internet connectivity, whether it's in the wards or if you're out and about, can be a real challenge. We can hold and track a lot of that patient data on there, and then as soon as they're back online, it syncs right back into Rio. With Access Rio Observations, you define which ward you're on. That then starts to download a snapshot of the ward that you're working on. In there, you're then able to sort by early warning scores, tasks that are overdue, which tasks that you want to particularly track, or even just by patient views. Access Rio Observations is an exciting product for an exciting time for the NHS. It supports the fast shift to analog to digital. Access are powered by lots of AI technology that enable us to deliver these products fast to the market, and they're right for the users. Health tech doesn't stay still. It's a constantly moving target. Access Rio Observations helps us move towards that target and stay on track. We want to work with our users to make sure we're delivering the right things, making sure that everything we do is relevant to them. And Access Rio Observations is no different.